So, hello. Okay, so hello, and I'm saying hello. So, yeah, hello, and welcome to the Shadow Striker. So yeah, hi Fraser, I hope you're doing well. I'm just sorting things out. Second. No, I don't think I will be streaming the game. Okay, so we saw. Yeah, I'm having a bit of problem there, but yeah, we're sorting now. So, no, sadly, I won't be streaming the game, but again, I'm just doing a pre-match thing. Cool content, bro. Thank you very much. Liverpool sold Shaqiri. Yeah, I heard some rumours. I didn't know it was actually official. I know you're Liverpool. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that's good or what? Because he's not necessarily got the chance in it. Where's he gone to? I've sort of forgot where he's gone to. I'll just Shaqiri. Wow, Norwich got Brandon Williams on alone. Yeah, that is a good signing for them. I think realistically, overall, I'll just see the comment in the future, but I'll talk about this. I think realistically, it's a good move for Norwich. They lost Jamal Lewis. I don't know who they've played since, but yeah, I think it's a good signing for them. I think he's not getting game time. Yeah, he does need to go. On that topic, he went to Lyon. Can you do a Brendan Rodgers impression? No, I can't. I can't do that. Do I even try? I don't want to even try. Can you do a Brendan Rodgers impression? I'm gonna turn it back to you. Let's get into this. Norwich need to not attack versus the big teams. Why they got bad, and I think Norwich get relegated. Yeah, in the Premier League, could they have survived? Like, it's all right getting these compliments for having good playstyle, but you've got to win games. Like, sometimes playstyle doesn't matter. Obviously, playstyle helps you win, but playstyle doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily play all the part. You need to have tactics, and I think it's just Norwich sometimes it's just all out. And I think against Liverpool, like you can, it's someone to challenge them, but they get embarrassed. They just lost 5-0. I have an Indian accent, so no. If I was good at it, but you know, it would be kind of embarrassing. But anyway, on topic. So obviously Leicester play West Ham at, when is it? Today. There you go. It's in an hour and a half. They need to defend versus the big teams. Yeah, like oh god, like you can challenge them, but it gets to it. There's a limit. There is a limit, and I think they just go past that limit, and they just don't have that balance. They have good defenders. 8 p.m. today. Yeah, I know. I completely forgot. But yeah, obviously we play today, and I would stream the game, but I don't think. Yeah, I'll probably do that in the future, but I think I've just got to get things a bit more set up because this is just a bit of a quick one. But yeah, I think. Let me know what formation you'd play. I know. Fraser, you're not a Leicester fan, but what formation would really get them? Because something I'm going to say is West Ham don't have quick defenders, and I think that suits us down to the ground. Because what is the situation with Daka, Vardy? Like they've got no chance against him, and Barnes on the left wing. By the way, I've seen today comparison. Like, you can't get to the point of this team's in the way. It's getting to the point of comparisons. It's not even. Somebody's literally said Vladimir Kufal, whatever you want to say, is better than Ricardo Pereira. Like that is so uncultured. What am I looking at? That is like people like that. They're just like people when people say that, I just don't understand. Like you're a West Ham fan, fair enough. If you're watching this, then, but if you're a West Ham fan, fair enough. But it gets to and it just gets to that point, and yeah. I think when I did a watch along for Leicester versus City in the Community Shield, we played a 4-3-3. I think we did. We didn't have Vestergaard at the time, so it's Schmeichel, Schmeichel, Pereira, Bertrand, no particular order, Seunju, Amati, Tielemans, Ndidi, Maddison, Barnes, Perez, Vardy. Yeah, that was a team. It was a 4-3-3. So I think there's two options. I think it's a 4-3-3 or a 3-5-2. I think they're the main options that we've got to look at. And I'm going to discuss. So I'm going to talk about mainly the formation. I think with the 4-3-3, it's a way to fit Barnes and Maddison in. 4-2-3-1. It's basically the same thing in a way, though, isn't it? Sort of. Yeah, 4-2-3-1. I instantly thought of 4-3-3, but it is a 4-2-3-1. Like it's a similar thing. I think a 4-3-3 Maddison would have played just plainly in midfield, like alongside Yuri Tielemans and Ndidi. What was I going to say? Bloody homework. Yeah, I think with the 4-2-3-1, I think Barnes and Maddison are going to be the key player. I think Maddison in this game is going to be the key player. I think West Ham will dominate possession because they did last year. Let's just have a look at what happened last year. Obviously, we lost twice, 3-0 and 3-2. Absolutely embarrassing. What was it? Oh yeah, West Ham. 3-2. I think they dominated, and they don't have Lingard now. I think that's big that they don't have them now. But our team at the time. Well, our bench, this is where we really were poor. We had Brighton, Danny Ward, Mendy, Christian Fuchs, Luke Thomas, Lesha Bella, Vontae Daly-Campbell, Sidney Tavares, Tanawat, Swang Chichawan. That's what I mean. Like, we didn't have that. We have a bench now. Let's have a look at the stats. Oh, we dominate possession, really? Oh, I think West Ham will have the ability to dominate possession. I think they will do that, but I think it'll be a lot more open. We played poorly in that game, but now we have some players back. Vestergaard's injured, yes, but do you think Leicester make top 4? I think the main way, and I think the way we're going to focus on of getting Champions, I think Champions League next year. Do you think Leicester make top 4? I think Europa League is the main way of doing this. Definitely, I think we can win the Europa League I think we've learned how to cope with it. Definitely, and top 4 is just too strong this year. It's too strong. We fought it last year, yes, but Man United, Sancho, Varane, the rest of them. Maguire seems to be decent now, or decent next to a good partner. Even though they're not playing them, they just drew with Southampton. Next, well, Man City, they're the obvious contenders. They are going to be contenders for the title no matter what. Foden, De Bruyne, that striker, that's the missing piece of the jigsaw. And I think if they don't get a striker, Chelsea have a very good chance. If they get Harry Kane, if they get Haaland, that is different. It's a different story. Man City, I think, will just go on to win the league. But without that striker, I think Chelsea have got to take advantage of it. And yeah, Chelsea, Lukaku, he looks like an absolute beast at the moment. And obviously the team they have is very good. Yeah, and then Liverpool, they're the team that are maybe not being looked at as much. I don't think Liverpool win a league. I think they'll get top 4 though. Again, they're looking very solid against Burnley. Look decent, a solid performance. And yeah, I have a little feeling as a Liverpool fan, maybe they play Daka and Vardy, then have Maddison behind them in the future. What is in Leicester? I'm guessing you don't mean Liverpool will have all of them, but. Yeah, the thing about that though is, I would definitely I'm definitely agreeing. But the one negative that I've always thought about is where is Barnes going to fit in? I think the biggest choice is there's a three people: Barnes, Daka, and Maddison. They're the 3 people that are going to be tough to fit in. We thought it was James Justin. That's going to be hard, but this is harder. Who is going to be dropped? Because one has got to be. Unless, to be fair, if you put Daka on the wing, which I can see as a possibility. Yeah. I think they finish 5th to win the UEL, then get top 4. I definitely hope so. I'll take 5th again. I don't want to be that guy because let you hear let's try and say this a lot, and it's kind of overused. But if you asked us 10 years ago when we were in League One about that, well, we were in the Championship, but 12 years ago, League One, going to be 5th in the Premier League, you'd say at this point that you would take 5th place for the next 5 years. It would be disappointing that maybe not pushing on to that next level. Although I think we did it well ahead of schedule. If basically, I think the plan is it's like a 5-year plan. If you're a team like Leicester in the position of where, say it's as Football Manager, you just got promoted or FIFA or whatever, you got promoted with a Championship team. You get to Premier League, you survive relegation. Next, you you want to finish mid-table, sort of that sort of area. Next, maybe you could get away with finishing there, but you could get Europa League again. The next step, you could get Europa League again, but you would like to push on for Champions League, then another Champions League finish, and then win the title, and then move on to the Champions League. So along that, trophies can come, but I think that is sort of the 5-10 year plan. And I think Leicester are well ahead of schedule. We did that in 1 year technically, but I would say over the course of it, we did it in 2 years. We did it in 1 year, you know. Like, we won the league, yes. Then we got to fifth, which we take every day of the week. Although the circumstances we did it in wasn't very good. You know, you take that. So moving on. Thoughts on the Vestergaard's injury? It's disappointing. Literally last year, but I'll tell you what. We sacked a physio person, like the head of the fitness at Leicester, and ever since then it's gone massively downhill. We have literally, the injuries keep coming in, and now we've not got another centre back, and tonight would probably it's a Marty or Benkovic, or indeed, I think something that's being overlooked is indeed at centre back, play Samari in that midfield, because Samari's very strong, and I think he can be a good contender for Ndidi this season, and that's a way to put both in if there's no going to go centre back, because Marty is unreliable. Every time I got the ball, no offence to him, but I don't feel as though it is. I've just never felt as though it is safe. But yeah, agree. Thank you. Good question. If Liverpool win versus Chelsea, do you think Liverpool have a chance at the league? Yeah, like that would be a massive win. Liverpool do have a chance, but I think the top four is too strong. I'd imagine it's third or fourth for Liverpool, I would think, but you're a contender. Liverpool are a contender. I can't say no to that. Like, it's Liverpool. You have Jota is coming up big, coming up clutch. Well, not clutch because you're not in. Your manager don't need glasses now, which I don't know why I put that in, but that is very sad. Because you can't see his them celebrations where like his limbs and his glasses fall off and everything. You got Mane, Salah, Henderson signing a contract. Shaqiri's gone, so you got a bit of deadwood there gone there. But yeah, I think Liverpool definitely have a chance, even if they don't beat Chelsea. What's your prediction for the match? I'll say 2-1 Leicester. I'll go with the win, but it's going to be massively tough. I'm not looking forward to it too much. I'm looking forward to see Leicester play, but I'm not looking forward to the result because it is not very good. Let me know if anyone's going to any football games at all. If anyone's at West Ham now, or going. I'm going to Norwich next week, and obviously season tickets. So yeah, 100 games. That's why I don't necessarily do watch-alongs too much, because it would just be inconsistent. And I'll get onto that Harvey comment in a minute. It's just in context now. So 1-1 because we barely have any centre backs. Yeah, again, it's hard to rely on a Marty. I'll take a 1-1. I'll take it. Do you think Harvey Elliott is a great player? I think he can definitely develop. I'm not a massive fan of him because he's a bit of a prat, to be honest, but of what I've heard. But yeah, he played well. He's going to play a big part of Liverpool's season, and I think coming back from loan, he's on track to do well. I don't think he's good enough to fully get in the team yet, but if he keeps getting game time, I think he can. Are you vlogging that game for Norwich versus Leicester? What am I doing? Maybe. Just put it on screen. Maybe. I've never done that before, but actually, tell a lie, I have. I've got a video on private. I probably shouldn't have on private, but I'm worried if I release it now, put it on public, it'd come out now, and it'd look a bit weird that I was doing that. But yeah, I've got kind of a bad vlog. I won't even call it that. I'm just going to look if there is any news. But yeah, what I want to say is, do you think Daka could play on the wing? I think that's a big talking point. Can Daka play on the wing? Because what I'm thinking is, this would allow Pereira to get forward massively. I think this will help Pereira play a massive role, because what you see with Perez is he isn't someone who helps out the attack as much as you'd like. He doesn't do that. He's a bit of a lazy player. So I think Daka will drift into them striker positions. So there you got an extra striker without knowing it, especially not without it being a massive. What I was going to say, without being a massive, because Ricardo Pereira will cover that position. But my only worry is if Amati's playing on that right side, Pereira is the person who will get forward, not someone like Luke Thomas as much. Castagna will, but not Luke Thomas as much. And I think that's my only worry about that. Pereira will be getting forward and he won't be covering as that position as much. He's not a lazy player. He will get back. Pereira is. Yeah, what was that? Yeah. Well, Nacho can play on the wing, can he? Damn. Did not know that. He doesn't look like that sort of player. He looks a bit slow. Not slow, but he looks a bit. He doesn't look too much like a winger. He doesn't look like Harvey Barnes, for example. He doesn't. I'm just checking if there is anything. I've got a thumbnail. I just realised I forgot to make a thumbnail. I'll be 2 minutes. I need to do something. No problem. Camalso looks like. Yeah, I should have done a video. I ain't done a video. I'm slacking today. Camalso looks like he's going to Club Brugge. Thoughts? I think the main thing honestly, him playing in preseason, I thought he was going to be part of the first team. I thought he was going to be playing games, but I think what's happening is we want Madueke, we want Berardi. I think Berardi's sort of off the table, but Madueke, I think we're raising 10 million. Let's be 10 million for an under 23s player who's only just getting into the first team. That is massive. Plus add-ons, like that is amazing business. And I can never see. I thought Camalso was good, but I don't think he would. He had to improve a lot to get into the first team, and I think it's great business. And to get 10 million, I think we can get Berardi now. We've got to be quick. How long's left of the transfer window? What's the date? What's the date today? I think there's like 9 days left, 8 days left. Yeah, there's about 8 days left, so we've got to get it done. We've got to get it done. We had an 8-day deadline on the Berardi deal. We didn't go for him. Apparently we're getting our first bid in for Madueke. Tomorrow I'll start recording properly again. I've honestly not had time recently. Yeah, I'll get going again. But another thing is, who do you think will play at left back? This is something. I just realised the team's going out in 12 minutes. I'll probably finish at 7. Yeah, left back because Castagna's available, but look at his face. He's got a big Batman mask on. But yeah, who would you sign as a winger as well? Because instantly I'm thinking Madueke, Thomas. Yeah, I think Thomas definitely the most obvious one. And with Ben Rama on that right wing, is Castagna coming back from his first game for what was it? Since June, so that's 2 months. First game for 2 months, and he's coming up against Ben Rama, a class player. I'm not believing in him there. Sadly, I'm back. Welcome back. Just saying, who played left back? Castagna. I just don't think he just has that fitness yet, and I think it could. I don't want him to get injured again, so I think maybe just leave him this week, get him back for the Norwich game, get him back for the game for Man City, whatever. I think that is the best thing possible. What was I going to say as well? I want to talk about a 3-5-2 now. So, who would play in that cam position? Harvey Barnes has said before that he can play there. I'm not convinced too much. You want to see Barnes cutting inside. You want him because I don't think he'll have too much space on the wing. I think Barnes needs space. I think he needs that space to drive at the player, and that's what he's good at. Cut inside. Just whip one into the back post, whip one in. Berardi or Madueke. I think Berardi's the least risky, which could be debated. But yeah, it could be debated. But Berardi's played in the Euros, but Madueke is the most exciting. I choose Madueke personally. I think he's a great player, and hopefully he can really, just sign, man, just sign. And I think again, this is a big. What was I going to say? This would be a big signing. This would make the summer 10 out of 10, definitely. Madueke probably. James Justin bloody I ain't had James Justin for a while, but an injury update. Comes back in November. When did he get injured? About February. That's when he was at his peak. So when players at their peak, they're going to get injured for Leicester. So February's the second month. November. Yeah, November I think. Just check. I'll just type up into the internet. James Justin. This hasn't been typed up for a while, has it? Honestly, I've not. I've just sort of just let this just happened. He's injured, so why does it go on Yahoo? Like, I just stop. There's literally nothing. That's all I know, to be honest. Yeah, I think that winger position, that right side is where it's all going to come. Sadly, that's where Perez plays, so that's really going to slow Pereira down. But again, I'm still triggered about someone saying Kouval's better than Pereira. Oh, shambles. I'm just seeing if. You have any other Leicester news? Of what I've heard, I think we are putting in a bid for Madueke. I will just check. By the way, what do you think of Lee Sharp, old Man United striker? It's another plonker who says Vardy should go to Man United. Like, this is his reasoning. Jamie Vardy is 1 month older than Edison Cavani, and he said they should sign Vardy because Edison Cavani's old and he won't be able to play all the time. Like, Vardy is older. What is your reasoning? Like, honestly. James Maddison likely to stay, we know that. What's this about Yuri Tielemans' revelation as Foxes are expected to miss out on Madueke. Yeah. Oh God, I don't want to read this, but City to book transfer. There you go. This is good news. Leicester City stars no longer feel the need to move on to progress their careers, manager Brendan Rodgers has declared. This summer, City looks set to avoid a high-profile sale for the first time in 6 years. That's big. That is very big. Every off-season since they lifted the Premier League title, City have seen a key man leave for one of the division's so-called Big Six. So who's this? 2015 was Cambiasso, I guess, but he didn't. No, he'd like left or retired. I don't know. 2015, who left? I think they got this wrong. Since they lifted the Premier League title. So the first one was Kante. 16/17 was Drinkwater. Is he a big player? He was for Leicester, to be fair. Let's give him respect. 2017/18 end of that was Mahrez. Yeah. End of 18/19 was Maguire. 19/20 was Chilwell. And then 20/21 is nobody. Come on. Big. But this one's interesting. The other ones could have gone to Wolves. I'm guessing that's not this summer. Yuri Tielemans could have been wearing old gold rather than royal blue. Had former Wolverhampton Wanderers boss Nuno Espirito Santo not revoted a move for the midfielder. Now Spurs manager Nuno was reportedly recommended the Belgium international by Wolves recruitment team, but opted not to pursue a move and instead allowed him to eventually move to Leicester City instead. It goes without saying that Tielemans has become a key part of Brendan Rodgers' City side since initially arriving in the East Midlands on loan from AS Monaco before making the move permanent in the summer of 2019. Leicester are favourites for 2 more. There are less 10 than days. Former defender makes Madaway. Oh, Steve Howie says PSV will keep Holland. So it's not solid rumours. Steve Howie says it. So I'd pay 40 million. What's this about? What? I'd pay it. I don't know. Not happening. Wait, which one's that? Tillemans, Madison. Fraser says, my prediction for this is 2-0 Leicester. I definitely hope so. That'll be comfortable. I don't want a 2-1. It's not comfortable enough. My prediction is 2-0. Who's going to score? Can you guess that? Vardy, a Leicester legend. Like that's the most confident I've ever been in a question before. Yes, for me. He's the biggest. He's the biggest. He's the biggest Leicester legend. Like, someone annoyed me a bit. Literally weeks, about two months ago, said Kante is a bigger Leicester legend than Vardy. Kante did very well. He was the reason Leicester won the title. He played a massive part. And I'm seeing, but he's not more of a Leicester. He's a Leicester legend, yes, but he's not like a Leicester legend, is he? Like, I might be being harsh, but I don't know. Cavani is better, to be honest, at the moment. Cavani over who? Vardy, yeah. Yeah, Cavani. Cavani's Cavani. Like, people are forgetting how good Cavani was at PSG. Like some people. I think people see him as an old player who's not. I don't know. Well. My prediction is that about the Tielemans thing. That's just a guess. My prediction is 2-1 to Leicester, same as me. Very much hope so. GGMU TV says I see a draw. I'd take a draw. To be fair, I'd probably take a draw. So yeah, so lineups come out in 3 minutes. I'll just wait for lineups to come out, then I'll have a look. I don't have my phone. I'll just have to do it on here. See if there's any other news or anything. So this. By the way, would you pay 40 million for Madueke? Would you pay? What was the other things that I was gonna? I've already spoken about all. But yeah, to be fair, not really. I'm not tactics whiz. That looks so weird. Peachy's like blue on there. Yes. Yeah. We need a right winger. No doubt. Yeah, like we need a right winger. Like 9 out of 10. I'll rate all the signings now. So, who was Daka was technically the first one. That is a 9 out of 10, definitely. I think 8, probably 8, 9, 10. 8. I think 9 probably because he's not a definite. He's not proven in the Premier League technically, but I think he definitely will prove himself. You can take Dan James. Yeah, I don't know whether I would take him. He's not done great for Manchester United, I think it's fair to say. But yeah. Samare, I think he's a backup, so I'll give him probably an 8 because he looks like a boss. Bertrand, an 8, 9 because the experience he's bringing to the team, Champions League winner, and then Vestergaard, I think he's going to fill in, so again an 8. So I think we've just got to get that final sign in, and it's done, sorted. Zuma looks like he's going to West Ham. Source Rab. Yeah, I saw that. At least he's not playing tonight, to be fair. Which is good. But that's a good signing for them. We were interested for like a brief moment, then we signed Vestergaard. Let's just have a look at lineup, shall we? 7 o'clock now. Lineups haven't come out. Great. Just go on Twitter. I ain't got. Right. God, just seen a picture of Perez. What was I expecting? Just. Right, so Schmeichel, Ricardo, Mart's gone with Marty, Soyuncu, Thomas, Ndidi, Tielemans, Perez, Madison Barnes. Vardy says the best team possible, really. You could play Dak on the wing, but it's just, it wouldn't work, would it, too well. So yeah, I think Madison's going to play the biggest part in this game. I think he's got to get them balls in behind because Vardy will run onto him, he will latch onto him, and it's sorted. So got some things here, and then we will. And then make sure to let me know what you think of the team sheet. I mean, Fab, yeah, there you go. I thought so. Well, I didn't really know. Thomas plays. That's good, I guess. Bertrand is available. There's no other option, but Thomas has done very well. So you're so underrated. Thank you very much. Samari on the bench. Yeah, that's sort of my rating for not giving him a 9 because he's not brought in as a first team player. Perez is back. It feels like he's never gone. It's sort of bad way. Amati is playing. Yeah, that's. What has Benkovic done wrong? Like, this is harsh, but what has he done wrong? Not harsh. It's not harsh, but I'm saying I think Amati should get in the team. But what has he done wrong? I need Antonio to help my fantasy team. Please no. Good luck with your fantasy team, but this week, if we're 5-0 up, yeah, we'll let him score. Or hopefully we'll let him score 1 or 2 maybe. But next, I ain't got him. But yeah, pretty much the same lineup against Wolves. Yes, it is. Yeah, it literally is. It is the same. I'm pretty. Is it? Yeah, it's the same. Me too. So yeah. Any things? That's why I predict 1-1. Yeah, Antonio. Again, I said it in my preview. I think he's someone who West Ham could really play around in a way. He's number 9 now. I think he could play a massive part in their season. So yeah, there you go. So everyone who has tuned in, thank you very much for watching. We will be back with streams again. My computer's on 26%, so I can't even do a watch off anyway. And I wanted to probably started it an hour and a half before. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, see you next time. See ya.